Hello, my favorite little queerdos. You know, one of my favorite things to do in this world is go to theater. You know that I talk about it all the time. You also know that I am obsessed with Funny Girl and have been since I was 5 years old. So, this is a treat I cannot even begin to explain. Just so everybody knows, Funny Girl is coming to Spokane October 1st through the 6th. So, get your tickets yesterday at BroadwaySpokane.com. But now I want to get that out of the way because we're going to talk to someone who is actually working on Funny Girl that is coming to our town. So I want to welcome the amazing, the incomparable Annaliese Wilbur. How are you?
Yay! That was so good. That was the most incredible intro I've ever heard for Funny Girl. That was amazing.
And the
Oh,
rest of the interview is all downhill. But that's the start up high.
oh my god, it's so great to be here. I'm honored,
You
really.
as well. Did I read that is this your first national tour?
This is, yeah. I just
Wow, are
graduated.
you oh my god, that's even better. Are you so excited?
Oh my gosh, this was a dream because I had been following Funny Girl as well, the Broadway show. And
Yeah.
while I was a senior in college, and I was like, gosh, I hope it goes on tour and I hope I'm in it. And like it had already been cast, and I was like, I missed my chance. Like, oh my gosh, I'm so sad because I'm a huge fan of Idali
Oh
Cassell
yeah.
and Dre Torres and the Tap in the Show and Eleanor Scott and Jeffrey. Like the choreography is incredible. So
Yeah.
I got really lucky, and they needed an emergency replacement, and I just got really lucky to book this dream show.
You're
This
like, and this is my moment. And this is where we're going. Can really quick now, I don't know who out there that watches my show wouldn't know anything about Funny Girl, but just in case, can you give us like a little snippet of what it like a soundbite of what is Funny Girl?
Yeah. Funny Girl is an incredible mixture of comedy and realistic drama. And it is the story of a young Jewish woman named Fanny Bryce who grows up in Brooklyn and is told a variety of things that become obstacles for her, in terms of like her looks, her identity, of her not being good enough for lead star quality. So she fights against adversity in Act One to become a star. And then in Act Two, once she has reached a certain level of fame, she realizes that the adversities don't stop coming, and but they manifest in different forms. So instead of going against her and her identity and her career, they start becoming familial and marriage issues, and how she navigates that is something that's really everyone can find really, really relatable, but
Yeah.
she navigates it through comedic relief and some incredible dance numbers. And I think
Which
there's
is
something,
amazing.
yeah, it's so
And that
it's
had to be go ahead.
it's no, it's her real life story. It's based on
Yeah.
the real Fanny Bryce.
Which is crazy. The dancing part has to be, I will say, that's the difference. Of course, I know the Broadway, I know the movie, of course, from way back in the day. What's fun
Yeah.
about the Broadway stage version is the dancing that is part of it. You know, they don't do a lot of that in the movie. Because of
Mhm.
course they were focusing on different aspects. So what's the dancing like in the stage version?
Let me tell you. So this is so cool. I love this show so much because this is one of the few shows I find that has such a spectrum of different kinds of dancing. You have Eleanor Scott and Jeffrey, who have created an incredibly um, beautiful blend of contemporary, modern, and musical theater to create a natural, organic way of moving. Like Henry Street has a lot of like even voguing. Henry Street
Oh,
has like some
nice.
moments where we're like whacking, right? But it's all organic and it makes sense for the scene. It's not just out of nowhere.
Right.
It all makes sense. We're all partying together and we all know this one dance move because we're a community. And then you have the incredible tap choreography by Idali Cassell and Dre Torres. And that has been so amazing because their Idali is so amazing at putting tributes to iconic Black pioneers of tap dance. So we have like Gregory Hines influences and John Bubbleson
Wow.
influences and Bilbo Jingles Robinson influences in Rat Tat, and they also created Eddie's Tap. So Eddie's Tap is not originally in the show at all. They actually sat down, wrote music, and created it, and it is a show-stopping number for everyone to see.
Nice.
So it really pushes the boundaries of tap dance in musical theater history, and it is, in my opinion, some of the most complex tap choreography ever created for musical theater. So it's really
Oh,
amazing to have both of these beautifully meshed into one show. It's so impressive. I really love it.
I think it's so funny because I don't think a lot of people can see that dance can move a story forward in ways that other pieces of a piece don't do. And so it's so, when it's done that way and it's so exciting, it makes you part of that like atmosphere and excitement of being at the show. So I think that I'm really excited to see all of that. I wanted to say, of course, this is a historic show because Barbara Streisand in 1964 at the Winter Garden Theater made this show everything. Julie Stein wrote an amazing score for this. And so, is there any intimidation? I mean, I know it just was on Broadway, but I mean, I don't think it ever fails. Anytime they try to do an incarnation, it's hard because you're up against Barbara. Is there any intimidation when you come against that at all?
You know what? I feel like it can be intimidating, but I feel like more than anything, there's a lot of gratitude. And there's a lot of saying, I know that this is separate from the iconic Barbara Streisand rendition, and you have to appreciate that and say, wow, like that is some of the best work ever done. And I am not Barbara, and we are not that show, but wow, can we appreciate that? And let's move forward with the fact that people love that. Let's bring aspects of
Yeah.
that piece that people love. Like we threw in the producers threw in I'd Rather Be Blue, which is from the movie.
Oh, yeah.
So it's like, oh, how cool that we get to like take pieces from her part,
Right.
her edition, and put it into ours as kind of like a tribute to that iconic show.
Right.
Um,
Right.
but it's so different, which is I think what helps it be less intimidating is it's such a different show. Like people will who have seen the original from 1964 are like, this is
Right.
totally different. It's completely re-choreographed, completely restaged, and Hannah Shankman is incredible as Fanny Bryce. I'm so excited. She's just so
Nice.
funny. Oh my god. So I think it's nice. They're different people. They're really different
Oh,
people, and
yeah.
that's interesting.
Exactly. And I have to say, I mean, I know when they revamped a little bit of it to bring it back to Broadway, Harvey Firestein got involved to kind of
Yes.
tweak the book a bit. So I love that because the other thing I want all of my viewers to know is the story alone is worth it. Like, I'm all about playing Barbara and I will play her after, but go for the story and watch this amazing. I don't know, it's so empowering. I will sing I'm the greatest star for, forever. It's so empowering for everybody who has dreams and they don't feel like they fit in the mold that we're told we have to be in. And so definitely go, and then you can go play Barbara after. Put that record on,
Yeah.
but yeah. So tell me this, what is your favorite part of this show that you're a part of?
Oh my god, that is such a hard question. You know what? You know my favorite part? My favorite part is when we are training new ensemble members and they make their debut.
Oh, yeah.
Because I think after you're in a show for a certain amount of time, you're like, I know this show front and back. Um, but what's the new part? Like what keeps it new?
Yeah.
There is nothing like watching a person make their debut and they're running around and they're quick changing and just everyone in the cast is going wild. They're like, let's go! Like, you got this, you got this. And my
I
favorite
love
part
it.
is honestly during bows, when we bow
Yeah.
and a new ensemble member or a new principal come on, we'll like bow quickly and then we'll like gesture over and be like, you just did that. And then they realize they're like kind of like bowing alone and they're like, oh. It's so
Oh, that's great.
I'm just so proud of this company. This year two company is so darling and they're so hardworking. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
We have a lot of new, energetic, eager people, and it is so
Yeah.
refreshing. I love seeing them just kill the game. They're just crushing it.
That's amazing. This story, I'm excited. Have you been up our way before? Have you been up to the Spokane Northwest area?
No, but my sister lives in Portland, but I've
Oh,
heard
nice.
that your part of town is one of the best stops on tour. So I'm so
Oh,
excited. I'm so
we
excited.
try to be very enthusiastic here, which I love. My
Yeah.
sister also lives in Portland. Maybe we're related and we
Oh,
don't know it.
maybe, maybe. Come to Thanksgiving. We'll
Right?
find out.
Well, I appreciate you taking time. I know the national tours y'all work so hard. It feels like it doesn't stop. So I appreciate that you were able to take time from your schedule to do it. We are very excited. So remember, if you're watching, Johnny's here to tell you that, like I said at the beginning, BroadwaySpokane.com, go get your tickets. Funny Girl runs from October 1st to October 6th, and you don't want to miss it. I will be there opening night, so if you see me there, come say hello and let's cheer really, really loud. It's a beautiful story. Thank you for being a part of bringing it our way.
Oh my gosh, thank you for just being an
Uh,
excited audience member. We do it for you. That's what we do it for.
this is what it's for. Yes. Been on that stage many a time. You need the audience to exchange that energy for
Yes. Are you
sure.
kidding? Absolutely. Cheers, scream. We love it.
Exactly. Well, thank you. And remember, everybody, go get your tickets now. Check in with me all the time to see what you can do to support the culture in our city of Spokane. So until next time, everybody, bye.
Bye.
And I don't really know what comes next. I'm just doing my best, even though I'm so stressed out. Everything just feels like a test that I fail, so depressed when I can't seem to get out.